Welcome back to Royals Show. Today we are covering one of the most high-profile and dramatic diplomatic events of the year. Former US President Donald Trump has just landed in Britain for what is being described as a historic second state visit. This time, he is being hosted not by Queen Elizabeth, as in 2019, but by King Charles III himself, whom Trump has described as his personal friend. The scale of this visit is unlike anything seen before, filled with both royal pageantry and political tension. Trump's fascination with the British monarchy is no secret. During his first state visit in 2019, he dined with Queen Elizabeth, attended grand ceremonies, and spoke openly about his admiration for Britain's royal traditions. But now, in 2025, things are different. Britain has a new king, the world has new conflicts, and Trump himself is preparing for another possible presidential race. Against this backdrop, his second invitation is both historic and controversial. The British government is using the full power of royal ceremony to impress its American guest. At Windsor Castle, a lavish banquet has been planned. Trump and King Charles will share a carriage ride through the castle grounds. A massive guard of honor will be present, and for the first time ever at a state event, US and UK fighter jets will perform a joint flypast overhead. The sheer scale of the spectacle reflects how seriously Britain is taking this visit. The government hopes that dazzling Trump with tradition and grandeur will keep relations strong at a time when trade and security issues loom large. But while Windsor Castle prepares for pageantry, the streets outside tell another story. Protesters have already gathered with banners and chants. Some carried Palestinian flags, others Canadian flags, and many simply held up signs reading "Fascists not welcome." One protester told reporters that she was beyond disappointed at the UK for rolling out the red carpet for Trump. To her, Trump fuels far-right protests and represents a danger to democracy. Security around Windsor is tight, and Trump's schedule deliberately avoids central London, where the largest demonstrations are expected. Even so, small but determined groups of demonstrators have already made their presence felt. The contrast is striking. On one side of the castle walls, golden carriages, banquets, and military splendor. On the other side, angry voices, chants, and signs condemning the very guest Britain is welcoming. This clash between spectacle and protest is not new when Trump travels abroad, but it is especially sharp in Britain, a country divided in its view of him. For King Charles, the visit carries its own risks. As monarch, his role is to remain neutral and to strengthen Britain's global ties. Yet Charles has often been outspoken about issues such as climate change, topics on which Trump's policies and views frequently clash with his own. Still, Charles has described Trump warmly as a friend and an elegant gentleman, words carefully chosen to present unity and friendship. The king must walk a fine line, balancing his personal convictions with the demands of monarchy. By showing respect and hospitality, Charles reinforces the special relationship between the United States and the United Kingdom, even when politics make it difficult. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Keir Starmer faces a difficult test of leadership. He is under pressure at home, with members of his own Labour Party questioning his judgment and even his ability to remain leader. His controversial appointment of Peter Mandelson as ambassador to Washington, a man linked to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, has already backfired, forcing Mandelson to be sacked and leaving Starmer politically bruised. For Starmer, Trump's visit offers both opportunity and risk. It is a chance to show strength on the international stage, to finalize trade discussions, and to demonstrate the power of Britain's alliances. But it is also a moment where any misstep could deepen doubts about his leadership. Trump himself has already hinted that trade will be a central issue. His global tariffs have shaken economies, and Britain is hoping to negotiate exemptions or adjustments. The White House has said Trump is open to refining the trade deal, but his unpredictability makes the outcome uncertain. Beyond trade, there are global crises looming in the background, from the war in Ukraine to conflict in Gaza. Both issues are expected to come up in private discussions, even as the public face of the visit focuses on ceremony. Adding further complexity are controversies surrounding free speech and culture wars. Trump has suggested he will raise the issue of free expression with Starmer, echoing themes recently pushed by Elon Musk during a far-right rally in Britain. For Trump, the topic may resonate with supporters back home, but for Britain's leaders, it risks sparking new divisions. While Charles and Trump prepare for the grandeur of Windsor, another figure will also step into the spotlight. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, is set to make a rare public appearance during the visit. She will join Queen Camilla, who is recovering from illness. At a separate event, Melania's presence always draws attention, and her involvement adds another layer of public interest to the already dramatic schedule. At the heart of it all is the question of what this visit really means. For Trump, it is an opportunity to enjoy the kind of pomp and ceremony he relishes. It allows him to present himself on the world stage as a leader, welcomed by kings and celebrated with royal pageantry. For King Charles, it is a chance to showcase the monarchy's role in diplomacy, reinforcing Britain's historic ties with America. And for Prime Minister Starmer, it is a gamble, a moment to project strength abroad while facing weakness at home. The stakes are high. Britain hopes to secure agreements worth £10 billion in nuclear and tech projects, agreements that could shape the economy for years to come. Yet the political controversies, the protests, and the personal scandals swirling around both Trump and Starmer threaten to overshadow the achievements. As the visit unfolds, one thing is clear. This is not just another diplomatic meeting. It is a moment where history, politics, controversy, and tradition collide. The red carpets, the fighter jets, the golden banquets may dazzle, but the questions remain. Can Britain truly win Trump's favor? Can King Charles keep the balance between friendship and neutrality? And can Starmer use this moment to strengthen his own fragile leadership? Only time will tell, but what happens this week at Windsor Castle may have consequences far beyond its royal gates. It could shape not just the future of US-UK relations, but also the political fortunes of Trump, Charles, and Starmer alike. So stay tuned, because this visit is more than just a display of royal ceremony. It is a turning point, a gamble, and perhaps even a glimpse into the future of both nations.